Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT and Watchdogs is delayed, baby. I saw this yesterday and I was already obviously doing the Daily Dose from yesterday. We were already editing that down and I couldn't get this up yesterday, but I did want to put up today because I wanted to talk about why I think it's delayed, my thoughts about its delay in general, and then also what are we going to do as a channel, because that was obviously one of the games I was going to be covering in November, which was going to kind of take us into December, and then obviously we were going to go into the new year. So what does that mean? So let's go ahead and read the article first. I'll read you what, now this is off the official Ubi blog on Ubisoft's like website, so it's not from like an external source, it's not a rumor, this is actual fact. And this is some of the quotes that they're saying here. It says, "Our ambition from the start with Watch Dogs has been to deliver something that embodies what we wanted to see in next generation of gaming. It is with this in mind that we have made the tough decision to delay this release until spring 2014. Now here's the quote I really want you to focus on. "We know a lot of you are probably wondering why now. We struggled with whether we would delay the game, but from the beginning we have adopted the attitude that we will not compromise on quality. As we get closer to release, as all the pieces of the puzzle were falling into place, in our last push before completion, it became clear to us that we needed to take the extra time to polish and fine-tune each detail so that we can deliver a truly memorable and exceptional experience." So first off, I'm completely cool with them delaying it. I think I've said this before in other videos. I'm the type of gamer that says delay games all you want. Delay, 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 delay. Not that I want the game to like be delayed for like 10 years or something, but you get my point. If the delay means a better product, when I spend my 60 bucks, delay it, delay it. In fact, there's a lot of games that came out this gen that should have been delayed, you know what I mean? And I struggle with games like, you know, The Last of Us that was a great game, but it had that save glitch. You know, maybe they could have just delayed it for a week and I could have got a game without a save glitch and wouldn't have had to do a patch and wouldn't have lost 6.5 hours of gameplay footage. You see what I mean? On my end. So, you know, and I'm sure that, I mean, that's just my example, right? But I'm sure a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 fans, if you're out there playing that game, I know a lot of you guys have been having issues with the online and all that kind of stuff. You know, rather than have that bad taste in your mouth, right, spending your money and getting a game that's glitched, delay it. Delay it, delay it, delay it. I would rather my first impression of your game be the best product you can possibly give me. And I know it's not going to be perfect. There's still going to be glitches, but you get my point. Fix as much stuff as you can, do as much quality control on your product as you can before it gets to me. Because once it gets to me and I get an opinion about it, and obviously with the power of the internet, the whole world gets an opinion about it, it can mess up your sales, it can mess up your reputation as a developer, and could potentially mess up, you know, maybe you want to do other iterations of that game later on, maybe like a, you know, a part 1 or part 2 or part 3. If your part 1 fails, you know, what can you do? You know, that's a bad taste in people's mouths. So I think it's a good move. It's only going to be a couple of months, and it's probably just more of a good business decision on their end, because they're also putting up Assassin's Creed on the 29th. So you have an IP like Assassin's Creed that's been around for a long time, right? It has a following, it has a core audience that will buy that game, and obviously they're going to be spending 60 bucks, right? And then obviously in November you have Call of Duty Ghosts, which has a really good core market too, and then you also have Battlefield 4, which drops on the same day as Assassin's Creed. And then as a company, you're trying to launch a brand new IP on the back of an IP of your own that has a core audience, which is Assassin's Creed. So I think what may have pushed them over the fence may not necessarily be the quality control of the game, even though I'm pretty sure that that may be some of it, right? But we've seen people release games before and just try to patch them up later, so they could have done that. I think the main thing is shareholders' bottom line, and next spring, most of these companies, I'm not sure about Ubisoft, but I know most companies, their fiscal year ends in the spring. It doesn't end in the fall. It's different for most companies, but most of the time their fiscal year ends in the spring. So you want to put that big title out that you think is going to make you a lot of money right before your year end. You see what I mean? So you can, you know, protect your investments and your shareholders. So even if it's just for quality control, even if this little conspiracy theory / business decision is true, I'm down with it either way, because I don't want to buy Assassin's Creed and then, you know, what, 2-3 weeks later be forced to go ahead and play Watch Dogs. I mean, not just because I have a YouTube channel, but when I play games, I like to play a game all the way through to completion. And we all know that Assassin's Creed games, you know, they can take a bit of time to complete all the way through. Now, if you just go through just the story, it's probably not going to take you as long as somebody else. But I know Assassin's Creed 3 took me well over 40 hours. Now, I was filming for YouTube as well, but still, it would have taken me a pretty long time. So I'm kind of glad they pushed it back. I kind of felt like this year end was too cluttered with games anyway. I think it's a good thing. I say thank you to Ubisoft. I appreciate it. The question we have to ask ourselves now is, what do we want to do going into the fall? That was obviously supposed to be my November game, but now it's not here. So do you guys want me to just go ahead and cover Ghost in November? Or just continue to do my road to completion for Battlefield 4 pretty hardcore now. My main focus is going to be Assassin's Creed though, because a lot of you guys are telling me that you want me to break it down by mission this time, like every single mission, you know, exactly how to get through every single mission. We're not going to be doing a road to completion for Assassin's Creed this time around, but a lot of you guys have been sending me messages saying, hey, we want to see. If you go back and you look at my Assassin's Creed playlist, there was one video that I did where I showed the entire underground, and people loved it, and they want to see that type of video for the entire game, for all the missions. So it's probably gonna be a lot of videos for Assassin's Creed, and I'll be doing the trophies as well. So that's kind of my focus there. So really, November and December is up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you in tomorrow's show. You guys be good.